derided by everybody, but tell me what you thought watching today.
He's a communist.
When I read the report when it came out, I think my reaction was much like others. It was underwhelming. Department of Justice Inspector General Wallace, I think, did a very good job of pointing out some of the missteps, the tactical missteps that the FBI made as it pursued this investigation.
Corrupt.
And also then the Senate Intelligence Committee did a review of this. And so I do think that from the standpoint of the rightness of the investigation in 2016 to find out what the Russians were doing and what the Trump campaign was doing in support of some of those Russian efforts, I think was critically important. But John Durham did not reveal anything new. In fact, my reading of the report, particularly those aspects that I have firsthand knowledge about, I think he did intentionally misrepresent and skew his findings in order to support the basic premise of his investigation, which was what Bill Barr and Donald Trump wanted, was to try to discredit the investigation that was underway into the 2016 presidential election interference. And so I think what we heard from John Durham today, he went to great length to try to continue to cast his findings that were basically favorable to the GOP talking points. And I think we're trying to avoid the bottom line, which was that the government and the FBI
Democrats
did
call
its
out
job
Durham
in
for
terms of
ignoring
trying to
evidence of
understand what the
Trump-Russia
Russians were doing.
collusion.
And so again, the fact that he only had 2 indictments, both of them failed to convict, I think it just shows that they were really grasping for whatever straws they could find. But as you point out, the litany of language and arguments over the past several years, I think really does lead one to understand just how damaging these types of politicized efforts on the part of the Trump administration have been.
Oh, yeah. You know, Director Brennan, I had
You're
this...
corrupt, John.